Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue when they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
On the run, it's Torres. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
Wants to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45, on its way. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
I mean, the great news is he just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Williams. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense.
Lets it fly. Runs it up to 25 in stride. Slippery side. Finds his way and drain away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win. It might have been worse, and they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Mason toss for a hand. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking to the big tight end. And he just went and dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
The quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella working in the middle of the field. He thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch. Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Second down coming up. Quarterback will audible. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
They pick up the first down on the drag. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Coming out with it, it's Thorne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. That Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense defense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing the ball.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to the air one more time. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. Look, critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. You're off.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away at 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Pouncey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires into a whirl of traffic, and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And they got the ground game right. This dude has been over last week and already now 2 weeks in a row. This ground game really feeling it, understanding who they are, what they are, pounding the football and having a lot of success.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for space. It's Torres. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more before that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Texas A&M has it back. say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
42 Spider. Fourth, longer.
He wants to throw. The short hand is Samuel. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage you want to put? Well, put more people in the box to stop the run. You got this kind of balance on offense. The defense can't be right.
Going up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Quarterback checking off. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback. Get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He finds his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
This time he's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not great field position here. First and 10 from the 9. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, Dave, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Oh, he tosses it back. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On the run, it's Meadows. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? Here we go. Caught in the backfield. It's Samuel. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great returns here to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to flip balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Torres. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
This offense has a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Torres. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. They keep attacking through the air. Going over the top. Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. He's going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick,